Alright, so I got a chance to check out the Supergirl movie, and I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. I heard a lot of negative things about it going into it, and I was very shocked by the outcome. It does have its moments of, like, not the best, but I still think it's really solid. Second movie in the universe, trying to find its own tone. It's completely different tonally from the previous movie in Superman. But I think it does a really good job of capturing the story. But now I am kind of looking for potentially reading the comic that it's based off, Woman of Tomorrow, because I want to see the comparisons. But I thought narratively this movie was very solid. I really enjoyed how it approached things and told the story. I do think that maybe we could have focused a little bit more and had a little bit more screen time with certain aspects of the story, but other than that, I was very satisfied with its narrative. I thought it was pretty good. And I really do like all the twists and turns. I really like the narrative structure. I thought it was solid. So really, I'll have to give a hand grenade score here for that. Cinematically, I do think the visuals are really solid. The score is pretty good. Although I must say on the visual side, it does falter a little bit every once in a while. It just looks a little off. But I think it's due to the fast-paced nature of how the flight is going. I think that always will look a little bit janky when you're portraying some high speeds. But one thing that really felt off to me was some of the soundtrack choices for this film. I thought that not every... I'm a big fan of how Superman handled its needle drops, because that's a very James Gunn way of doing it. It's called diegetic, and I really like diegetic inclusions of music into movies. It's not something just for the audience. It is something that the characters hear in the movie. And this movie, one of its biggest issues, just soundtrack wise, is that it has some songs that are extremely diegetic in the scene, and then there are some that are just boom out of nowhere, and I don't like that inconsistency. And some of the song choices also just didn't feel like it fit the sequence and the scene. So yeah, cinematically though, I guess it's still leaning a little more hand grenade than hot pocket, but it does have its ifs and whens of it'll just be super explosive and dynamic and really fun, and then it's got the moments where it just blows up in your face because you were just enjoying your nice little meal. So yeah, directing, I thought it was pretty well directed. I thought it was fairly well paced. Like I said, maybe we could have this is one of the few movies where I think we could have extended a few scenes a little bit longer to get a little bit more emotion out of it and a little bit better understanding, maybe with some more of the flashback stuff, maybe a little bit more on the action sequences to see how it could have been a little bit cooler. So yeah, a lot of good, and so I must say hand grenade score there as well. The acting, I think we had really good performances from our two leads. I really enjoyed Millie Alcock, and I really enjoyed Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I thought she had a great performance, and then Eve Ridley was also really solid in her role. Both were great, and really enjoyable performances for sure, and I thought they really did a good job of carrying the emotion of the movie, although I do feel like the emotional moments could have been a little bit longer. But yeah, overall, expectations and experience, this about met my expectations. It was a good, fun time. I want to see more of these characters. It really does expand the universe a little bit more and make it a little more interesting, and I really do love that. So, overall, I'm going to say that this is a hand grenade movie. I really enjoyed it. I do not understand all this hate for it. I think it's a mixture of just, basic online hate with especially the premise. I don't think it's that bad. It's not excellent, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Supergirl, if you've seen it or now you're planning on seeing it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and other than that, I'll leave you guys to it. Till next time.